Hello, everyone, and welcome back welcome to my channel, my channel in YouTube. I have Sanditon Power Lives and my other channel, Arenita Creations, and on Facebook, my business page, Sanditon Power Lives. Um, so I want to talk today about this is my first segment for mindset. So I'm gonna be coming on a daily basis, talking to you about the mindset, because I think mindset is very important, not only for business, but also for life in general. So let's start with this first. Actually, happy and blessed Monday. Well, almost at the end of the Monday here. For some part of the world, it's already Tuesday. So happy Tuesday to you guys. And happy first day of December. So we're just starting this month. Okay, so here it is. So I want you to think about this. Okay, so your results are not random, they are created by your mindset. Okay, so let me show you how, and that's what we're gonna be talking today. So the topic today is the mindset that shapes your results. And December starts with your inner shift. So that's what we're gonna be talking today. Um, so let's start with, you know, starting, today with December, which is something very powerful. And then that is, your mindset. Okay. We're almost at the end of the month. Well, this is the last month of the year. So we have to start working on our mindset because everything you are experiencing right now, for example, the progress, the challenges that you have faced, the breakthroughs, the stuck moments, they all begin in one place. And that is, how you think. It depends, how you react when you face those things. And that's part of the mindset. So for today's topic, we're going to be talking about 3 points. So the first one is your mindset create your outcomes. The second one is thoughts become patterns and patterns becomes reality. And the third one is rewiring your mindset for 2026. Starts now because we're almost there for the 2026. Like I mentioned, like we are in the last month of the year, December. So okay, so let's dive in with the first point. Your mindset creates your outcome. So most people, believe their results come from luck, timing, or circumstances, but that is not the truth. The truth is simpler. Your results follow your beliefs. Okay? If you believe you're capable, well, guess what? You take action, right? But if you believe you're stuck, then you freeze. Nothing happens. You remain in the same place. So when your mindset shift, your results shift with it. So when you mindset shift, you start taking action, and that's what makes a difference. That's when your mindset, you're working on your mindset, um, and makes you, to be able to achieve things. Um, I always say, like, well, one thing that I learned in this journey on my online business journey is that mindset is not a thing that you do once and you let it go. Mindset, you have to work your mindset on a daily basis. Okay, because the mindset is like a muscle. When you don't uh, train your mindset, guess what? When you face a challenge, it's going to fail you, depending on the degree of the challenge. And that's what happened to me. So that's what I learned, that I have to keep training my mindset on a daily basis. Okay, so let's go to point number two. Thoughts become patterns, and patterns become reality. So you can think small and expect a big life. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Okay, you can think broke and expect financial stability. Well, what do you have to do? You have to start shifting that thinking, and you cannot think fearful and expect bold opportunities. Because if you don't change that mindset of being fearful, then how do you expect to take a you know uh, advantage of those opportunities that are in front of you. You're not going to be able to see them. So here's another one. Your patterns create your outcomes. Okay. And you have the power to change the pattern any day you choose. So even though before you were thinking small, well, guess what? If you decide to change that, right, by starting, like to believing in yourself that you can do things, you change that pattern. And once you start changing that pattern, that then you start seeing results. So that's why we're saying here thoughts become patterns and patterns become reality. Okay, so now let's move on to point number 3. Rewiring your mind for 2026, like I mentioned, it's just around the corner, starts now. So you don't need to change everything overnight because that doesn't happen. Okay, let's be realistic. It takes time. Okay, but you don't need to change uh, everything. You just have to start little by little, and then eventually, your mindset is going to start shifting. So you just need to begin thinking like the version of you who already achieved whatever you want. In this case, for example, you want to achieve the freedom, if you want to achieve the stability, or if you want to achieve, the peace that you want, um, then you need to start acting as you have achieved those things. And when you show up like that, and you make decisions based on that, this is how transformation begins. It's where we call it the um I can't remember the name, but it's something about like identity. So you're creating that identity on you. um so that's why we say rewiring your mind, because you have to rewire your mind. You have to start thinking like you already are this person that has all these things. So that's the end for that point. So if you want 2026 to be different, the shift starts today. So you have to start making those changes now, okay, to be able to have those changes for the 2026. So you have 1 month to start working on that. So, and how do you do that? Well, start with one decision, start with one belief, okay, so believing in yourself, and start with one tiny action. You have to take action to be able to make those changes and act with courage. So if you love this topic about mindset, put in the comments the word shift if you're ready to upgrade your mindset this December. Okay, and I would love to read any comments that you have. If you want to share something about mindset, just put in the comments. I'll be happy to read it. So, and if you've been thinking about starting your online business, you can visit my website on my business page or on my YouTube channels if you're watching me from YouTube. And then you are able to watch the free webinar that we have that will teach you, how to start your online business. And that's it. That's all for today. So we hope so that, I hope so that you really enjoy it, what I shared today. And tomorrow I'm gonna bring you another topic of the mindset. So we're trying to work on our mindset because I think, like I mentioned at the beginning, this is something that is not only good for the online business, but also in the normal life that we live every day. So working on the mindset is very important. So I want to say thank you for those who watched the live with me today, and for those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of my journey, for believing in me, and for engaging with my content. So until tomorrow, and I'll see you for another segment of the mindset. Thank you. Bye, everyone. God bless you.